Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, stick around, see if you like it. So, sorry that there's been a little bit of a gap between my last video and this video, but here in Washington, we don't get a ton of sun, so want to enjoy the sun while we can. I highly suggest enjoying the weather when you can, especially if you live in an area that doesn't get nice weather all the time. So I've been out there camping and off-roading and just, enjoying life outside of the garage. But we're getting to a point where I'm going to be putting time back in the garage. So I just wanted to show you a couple of things, teach you maybe something if you didn't know, and go from there. So in today's video, we're going to clean up a few things on the Bronco. I have been contacted by a company called Super Clean, and thankfully they have been willing to let me try some of their products. And so part of my cleanup and going over a couple of things is going to include using their products to help get the Bronco in the garage a little cleaner. So we'll see how that product is and go from there. Super Clean. That's my buddy right now. My buddy, Super Clean, on a post for a tripod. Has one extra leg than me. Right in here. Oh, let's do that. Do some workout. You want to go ahead and put good battery. Anyways, so yeah, got a couple of things here I want to do. One of them is this nice big old mess down here. We're gonna go ahead and take care of that. And underneath the hood, open this up for you guys. I don't know what's going on, but of course when you're cleaning, always watch out when you have something like an aluminum radiator, things like that. You gotta be careful you don't damage it. But I believe I have some sort of power steering leak. I don't know where it's at. I haven't been able to pinpoint it. I've tried, taking a paper towel, wiping everything down, starting it, running it, getting it hot. Seems to happen when I heat up the engine a lot. Didn't have this problem when I didn't have a hood, but since I put this hood on, it gets a lot warmer inside the engine bay. And so with it getting warmer inside the engine bay, everything else heats up as well. Planning on putting on probably a power steering cooler in there, just a little one. Might use this one over here that I have. Miss you guys. It's been a little bit, but so I'm just kind of all over the place, but stick with me. Just a little tiny cooler. Put it in the front of the radiator area. Maybe build a bracket or something to mount it. Should do the trick, hopefully, amongst all the other stuff I have. I still have a lot of things in the works. Hey, look, see, the sun's popping out for a second. I might have to disappear for a little bit. Just kidding. I'm sticking with you guys for right now. I still have a lot of things. I know it's been a teaser for quite a few videos. I do have some work that I still need to work on with the suspension. I've been cleaning up the shop and getting things prepped. I got parts everywhere. Yes, even fender flares like I've mentioned in the past. I got a lot of things going on. I just haven't gotten around to it, but because I've been out playing, and so out there playing, I have not been wanting to take the Bronco apart, if you can understand that, hopefully. Needless to say, the garage is looking better. Lighting in here is better. Hopefully you guys will appreciate that. I'll blind you guys for a sec. Got new lights up here and over there, and also behind the garage door. So when the door is shut, it actually gives more light in here. Because I was living with just some lights from this, as well as some just standard, you know, like, you know, the 65-watt bulbs. And so I'm hoping that will fix that issue. I also have 2 more of these that are going to go in this nice little dark area right over here. I'll probably end up picking up a shop light or 2 for underneath the Bronco for working on it. Not only for me, but also for you guys, so you can see what's going on. Because sometimes I know those shaded areas or dark areas can make it a little more complicated. Like, what are you looking at? What are you doing? So hopefully that'll help. And I'll be getting rid of the old school shop lot I've had for like 20 years. Donate it to someone else that could probably use it. Or I might keep it around, I don't know. But it's gone through its paces in more ways than one. And yep, I've also been taking out the motorcycle and having some fun with that, and getting all my camping stuff in, camping times in. So yeah, a lot of things been going on, except recently in the garage, but hopefully that'll be changing here pretty soon. So this is it. One of the things that Super Clean had sent to me to try out. It's an absorbent that you can use to clean up spills. In this case, I'm going to use it on this. Because I really want to put it to test, see how well it absorbs. Looks like it's doing a pretty good job to me. I didn't use too much out of this. You know, make sure you're following directions. Soak that up all just fine. And then I could scrape it up and dump it out. But since my wonderful thing seems to like to make a mess, why not add a little bit more? Just like you would a cat box, right? Just add on top of it. And then I'll leave that underneath. And of course I got some more underneath there. Let's take that. This way I don't have to move the Bronco. I'm just gonna push it up underneath there. Push it around. Nice. That works. Then, oh, why let it go to waste? It's still pretty dry. Oh, let's put it right back here. Why not? Slide this bad boy right back up underneath there. Floor absorbent. Worked great. As expected. The fact that Super Clean actually reached out to me and offered me some product to try out gave me a great reason to clean up around the Bronco a little bit. Not only underneath it, but definitely have a few greasy spots that can use a little bit of attention as well. So not only is there the floor absorbent, which seemed to do great actually. I'm going to leave it under there, see how it does for future proofing it by leaving some actually absorbent in that pan. So it just keeps it from being liquefied, right? And it'll just kind of spread over time. Should work pretty well. And then, actually doesn't look too bad actually either. And then we'll do a little bit of degreasing as well, because, you know, Broncos can definitely leak and spill grease everywhere. So we'll move on to that next. Time to pull the Bronco out. Got to make sure you're safe. There we go, out and about. So, got my lighting artist out there providing me some sun. Got the Bronco out. Do a little bit of undercarriage and engine degreasing. That's way over needed. And we're going to use some of the new super clean stuff that I've been talking about. So let's go from there. So here we go. We have a spray and then we have like a foam version. So I'm going to use the spray one for inside here, getting the nooks and crannies and stuff. You know, if you're going to hose off your engine compartment area, try to avoid your distributor, you know, any kind of wiring. You know, it's okay if it gets wet, but I also have an aluminum radiator, so I'm also not going to really spray that. Plus it's pretty clean anyways, but mainly just going to focus on trying to get some of this grime off of here. See how much that'll help with degreasing some of that. And you can see a little bit of shine and stuff through here, and of course down into here. It's definitely some wonderful grime. I even have wonderful grease and stuff on the frame itself down there. That stuff I'm going to use the squirter with. The spray, I'm going to focus the spray. Look at all that down there. Some of that's paint chip, of course. I'm going to use the spray down here. Get all that nice and foamy and see how that does. You know, just make sure you're reading the instructions if you decide to get it. I'm going to do the same. I'll walk all the way back here. Yep, been playing in the dirt. Underneath here, actually you can see some of the suspension, the new suspension. I'm going to do the rear axle here. It's definitely nice and greasy down at the bottom. The seal is bad. And there's the old suspension. Still have to do that stuff. Sorry guys for such the delay. But yeah, I'll use the foam stuff on the backside as well. But yeah, if you're interested in the super clean stuff that I got, you can get it at, like, you know, Walmart, AutoZone, and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, neighbor coming home. Anyways, yeah, jump right on it, spray it down, go from there. One of the things it says is don't let it dry. As you can see, I'm kind of staying away from the accessories for the most part. Just kind of focusing. Actually, you can see it already eating away some of the dirt and grime, which is good. Grease. Give your hand a little bit of a workout. Now, I'm just using it straight out of the bottle. I'm not mixing it. You can dilute it. I'm just not worrying about diluting it. Time for the hose. So basically, I just let it you know, work in a little bit just to get some of it, and then I'm gonna spray. Aha! Now if it has a little bit of a problem starting, it's not too big of a deal, just let it dry a little bit. Now you could obviously let it sit longer. Come to think about it, probably would have been better to wear some glasses just in case there's spray back. Which I'm sure there will be. Definitely trying to avoid the air cleaner and the distributor as much as I can. The bottom of the distributor is okay. So, what we got going on here is, not sure how much you guys notice the difference in the camera, but these were a lot more black. Now they're like more of a faded black. So that degreaser definitely will do a decent number on your paint, or can potentially put a decent number on your paint. Even on this side here, you can see like through here how it was darker. It's still drying a little bit, but as it dries it gets more this color, and it should be more that color or this color. Glad I didn't really spray it on here because this is new and I would hate to have to repaint it. I'm gonna try using some sort of cleaner to see if it will bring back some of the shine, but just something to keep in mind. Other than that, you know, it's kind of lesser of two evils, you know, like look at all the Edelbrock intake there. It's much cleaner. Parts are a little shinier that are metal. I sprayed it on and then removed it because I left it at its standard strength. Spent more time trying to dry the area. Even this here got a little bit of overspray on it, and it like oxidized it a little bit, I guess you'd call it. But yeah, definitely, like I even removed some of the paint that was on here, like old paint. So it actually strips pretty good too. Of course this paint on here was just nasty, but other than that, it seems like it's did a decent job. Yeah, you can even see like right through here, it actually removed some of the paint, and right through here. I know my Bronco is not very clean, but this part here I wanted to get off as soon as possible, but I was hearing this weird like sizzling sound, and it was some of the degreaser actually sitting on here, bubbling this paint, which is just, you know, just crappy, you know, spray on just to help keep it from rusting. But yeah, it was actually, you could actually see that it's still kind of wet underneath here. But it was like right through here. It was just sitting like this. I was hearing this bubbling, and I moved this. Sure enough, there was a little bubble of sizzle going on, that which I thought was kind of weird. So learn from my mistakes, and I don't know, maybe, because if you read like some of the instructions and stuff, you can actually go down to 16 parts. I just left it, you know, right in the bottle, at full strength for auto. Probably, I mean, definitely degreases, and so I'm gonna do that actually on the axles here now and try that out. But I think in the future, probably when it comes to like painted surfaces, sorry, I'm probably gonna go ahead and switch to diluting it to a certain degree. But I don't know, it's kind of tough because if you want to get that real good degreasing going on in the intake manifold area, but you don't want it like heavy on the paint. And I didn't spray directly. Well, actually, did I? Yeah, I did. Take that back, scratch that. I kind of sprayed that area. So trying to remove some of the degrease on grease on there. So all right, well, we'll move on to the next stage. Okay, so this stuff here, aerosol, and I'm going to be spraying all this underneath here, trying to get this cleaned up a little bit. See how much better I can get it. And of course the aerosol you can't really dilute, so hopefully it's good enough or not too strong. All right, I'll spray it. Watch out for wind direction. It's blowing right at me. I am wearing glasses for protection. All right, good enough. So you know, I did not wait that long. I didn't want to. I don't expect this to stay clean for very long. Don't want to spend too much time on the undercarriage. Looks cleaner. Looks better. What you guys think of it? But like I said, I'm not too entirely worried about making it perfect. Just kind of getting some of that grease off of there. It's been piled up for a while. We'll do the back end here in a second. I'm up here underneath the rear. In all honesty, I would even suggest wearing a mask. I'll keep that in mind for next time. It's definitely eating away at it. I did not want to spray my shocks, even the old one, because I didn't want to ruin the paint on the new suspension install. So yeah, so I wanted to try to avoid that if I could. I didn't want to hit the springs. All right, so what did we learn for today? One, I don't like cleaning. Cleaning is quite a messy job, as they say. And especially when you have a vehicle that thrives on being dirty. The degreaser I didn't use, they even sent me some wheel cleaner, but here's my wheels. My wheels and tires are pretty solid, so I didn't end up using it for that, you know, the wheel cleaner. But you know, just if you end up getting it, use the instructions. It says what it's supposed to do is degrease things, clean things, and it does just that. I've never, you know, be all honest with you, I've never used it before, but Super Clean was nice enough to, you know, send me some of their product to try out, see what I think of it. And to summarize what I think of Super Clean is, yeah, it works. It does the trick. There's a few things I would prefer to be different. The aerosol doesn't spray very far at all. I mean, you really got to be pretty close to it. I like the aerosol actually better. It also, you know, when it foams up over it, you kind of get an idea of what it's covering and what it's doing versus the actual spray. The spray is nice for kind of more precision areas, like I was doing in the engine bay. So they both kind of have their purposes, but I do like the aerosol a little bit better. And yeah, check it out if you're interested in it. But now the Bronco is cleaner. Not clean, but cleaner. And now we'll be able to pull it back into the shop. I'm gonna get ready to start doing some more work to it. Time to take a small seat. The back of the Bronco. If you happen to make it this far in the video and you're still hanging in there, thank you so much. It's been nice to just get outside, enjoy the weather, clean up the rig, get ready for some project stuff, and you know, try out some new product. And yeah, it's going to be a fun ride as we continue to go forward. And feel free to give comments and stuff too, like what you would like to see, if you even like this kind of stuff at all. See what's going on, you know, the kind of the little things that make a big difference sometimes. Also, I was thinking about doing kind of what you see on some of the, you know, car shows out there where they have like kind of a board of all the stuff that they want to do to the vehicle. I was thinking about maybe doing up a list and being able to check it off with you guys as we get things done. Plus it'll allow you guys to see additional things that I have been working on or finished. They can go back and watch, or you see things that's coming up or could be coming up. And thought that could be kind of cool. Just, you know, a simple whiteboard I have lying around. I'll probably be able to use that, or you know, some people use cardboard or something, just kind of put it up on the wall or hold it, be able to hold it. So let me know what you think about having something like that. And if you're new to the channel, there's more than just cleaning Broncos. And there's, you know, everything from, you know, installs and removals and, you know, product review, or, you know, tools that I've used, or, you know, garage updates and stuff like that, give you ideas. So don't forget to subscribe, you know, if you're new to the channel, or if you've been to the channel, you've watched, you know, the videos and stuff. It just helps the channel. So, you know, like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon, so when I do have a new video that comes out, you'll be right there with me. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we have more to come. Take care.